What up, YouTube? It's Sammy. So first off, I wanted to start out and just say that um in my last video I talk about how am I like gatekeepers. And first off, I want to say it's my own opinion based on my experiences, and I've had a lot of better experiences than other trans folk. And that also, what I mean by gatekeepers is just like a third party person who can give you outside perspective. And I know that uh it's it's kind of fucked up because, like, we have these professionals in our lives that who it's like they're allowed to sign off to say that the decisions that we're making are okay or the right ones, when I feel like we are the only people that can do that for ourselves. And I've been really blessed to have a therapist who has helped me through the process and hasn't made any decisions for me. And I think that's what most therapists should do. Like, what they're there for is to, like, guide us through this process and leave the decisions up to us. And yeah, so I've been really lucky with that. And I've been seeing the same therapist for like 4 years, or so, since I don't know, I think since I was like 20, I want to say. So and I've seen him a good part of, well, there's a period of time when I was in prison which I didn't see him. But yeah, so I've been seeing the same therapist for a while, and they've seen me sober, they've seen me during my relapse, and they've just gotten to see all aspects of me. And I've talked with them about gender for a really long time, and when I made the decision to transition, they fully supported me, and I think that's kind of how it is. They definitely had questions that made me think about different aspects of myself, you know but it was my decision. And I don't know, it's just, I think that it's for me, it was really important for me to address my other issues before I could even work towards transitioning. Like, drug abuse was really big because like, I wasn't necessarily fully present or aware, like fully aware of my decisions or impacts on my life and stuff like that. And yeah, so yeah. This all stems from a conversation. One of my friends Facebooked me because I post my videos on my Facebook. And she is really well educated on different systems and oppression and stuff like that. And she just had some questions about my video that yeah, that I'm talking about now. What else? Yeah, so transitioning for me was really easy. I think partially because I live up in the Northwest, and partially because I just have have gotten really good services. Like, I get free therapy through this organization, and the therapist that I have is really amazing and doesn't see gender as binary. And it's really fucked up because a lot of therapists, it's like the questions, and like doctors, when you want to transition, a lot of the questions are really binary. And if you don't fit in binary roles, or like see yourself as a man, or do all these things that are really like binary, um it can be really hard to like get letters or get prescriptions and whatnot. And I really feel that you have the choice to transition as much or as little as you feel is right for you. So luckily I live in the Northwest. It's like FTM Mecca, and I got really lucky with my therapist as well as my doctor. And yeah, and I also was really educated about my choice, so I knew a lot of the right things to say. And But it was nice because I didn't have to lie about anything. I didn't have to lie about where I was, or like, I don't know, gender conforming and whatnot. So yeah, pretty stoked about that. In other news, this is the start of week 13, I think. Yeah, week 13 on testosterone. I'm really excited. I love hair, and I'm getting hairier, so that's fun and awesome. And I don't really have a whole lot to talk about with transition stuff. I do, I did, I like got added to this group, like Trans Man Worldwide or FTM Worldwide or something like that. I left the group. There's a lot of, there was a lot of like somewhat like racist and like sexist as well as like transphobic stuff that was going on there. And I know some people are like, transphobic, it's a trans group, you know? And there's just like, people just aren't educated on there, and it is, as I like further my own education on like oppression, because like, even though I fit in a lot of minorities and I fit in a lot of oppressed groups, I also fit in like groups of oppressors. Like, I'm able-bodied, you know, so there's definitely, I have some ableism and whatnot and various other things. And as I transition, like, I'm gonna get like male privilege, and so I've just been trying to educate myself on these things because I don't want to perpetuate like the cycle of oppression or violence and stuff like that. So but yeah, so this group, uh I just get really bothered when trans men use the word tranny, because it's not ours to reclaim, really. You know, that is not a word that has really been used to oppress trans men. Like, if you look at the history of it, it really hasn't been used to oppress trans men. Like, that's a word that has been used to oppress trans women. And I think it's like not my place to reclaim that word. Like, I think it's totally like a trans woman, any trans woman, it's like that's their choice, you know. But me, from what I know from the trans women I've heard, they do not appreciate the word tranny because, one, it's used really derogatory, it's used really derogatorily in like the porn industry, in like the, yeah, in the more so straight porn industry, you know. And it's not really used in a good, yeah, like she-male and tranny are not really used in like positive ways in that aspect. So yeah, so I keep it, I don't call myself that or call other people that. I find it really inappropriate, and I just got tired of educating people in that group. And there's all this stuff going on with Lady Gaga, and um, about her new song and stuff, and she uses racist terms, you know. And I brought that up. Someone asked what we thought of that, and I brought it. I was like, it's racism. And people were just like, oh, she's a pop, so, you know, she's doing something good for you know, for the gays, for gay people and whatnot. And just because you're doing oppression work for one group does not excuse your bullshit, does not excuse your racism or sexism or whatever. Just because you're doing some work does not make your behavior okay, you know? It doesn't, you know? It's like, oh, so you are, you know, say you're like homophobic, but you're like doing work on racism. Yay, you're like doing all this work for this cause, but it doesn't excuse the fact that like you splur you yeah you say homophobic shit, or like call guys fags or anything like that. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's just like, it's like I don't even know how to explain it, but yes, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to excuse behavior like that just because you're doing something. Um, there's shit. I'm gonna run out of time. I'm gonna have to make another video. But yeah, there's just like so much, and as I like try to grow in that way, and like I am really not that serious of a person. Like if you ask anybody who knows me, I am really immature and not very serious in my life, and I like to laugh a lot, and I like to joke, and I like to have a lot of humor in my life. And I feel like a lot of times in these videos I talk about really serious stuff, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just like an outlet for me, and I've been talking with a lot of my friends about these things, and yeah, so changing the world one step at a time, I guess. Um, yeah, other than that, I'm coming up to finals. I'm getting a little stressed out about finals, and possibly going to school in Seattle and stuff. I really want to become an underwater welder because it's cool and it's exciting, and all I've ever had are really like I did like wildland firefighting one time. I got to work on a trail crew actually when I was in prison. That was a lot of fun. And I've done backcountry work in the mountains, and yeah, I really enjoy stuff like that. I really enjoy working with my hands, working outside and stuff, and I feel like I'm gonna really enjoy underwater welding. But it's like $20,000 for 7 months, and I don't know how I'm gonna pay for it. And also, I've been having the surgery itch. I really want to get top surgery. I don't know how I'm gonna afford that either. So I've been trying to network. I've got a sound system for dance parties, trying to like do some fundraising. If any of you guys out in YouTube land want to donate towards my top surgery, I'll put a link at the bottom. And yeah. So just like stuff and being confused about life. I guess that's kind of how it goes. I hear from a lot of my older friends that you never really figure out like what you're doing, and I guess it's all just part of it. But I'm here. I'm fucking around on YouTube when I should be doing my homework. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta wake up at 8 to go to school. So I'm gonna sign off, and I will hopefully make a video soon. I am running around a lot with school, and I've been doing a lot of service work and volunteer work and whatnot. So you'll probably see more videos of me on my iPod, just kind of out in public, just walking around or on the bus or at school. I don't really care. I've pretty much everybody at school now knows that I'm trans, and because yeah, the changes are definitely pretty obvious, and I'm pretty out about it. And there's actually a core group of guys who have like accepted me into their like club or whatever, and that's been a lot of fun. And uh, yeah, so it's fun to talk with them. They're very interested and have a lot of humor, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun to like bro down. Oh, and also, I'm kind of disappointed because half my mustache is like coming in, and then the other side is like not very. It's kind of, that's how it is. Like my left side is getting really hairy. My right side of my body doesn't really want to get as hairy as the left. So yeah, I'm almost out of time. I'm gonna end this video. Comment if you want me to talk about anything. I probably will make a video here soon about my experiences in prison, being trans, and I'll show off some of my prison tattoos as well. So, yeah. So look forward to those coming soon. And yeah, bye.